We are Group 1 consisting of Arim, J-Life, Alter, Dustin, Iber, and me, Miley, presenting to you our group submission for our mathematics performance task. Our duty is to expand upon the contents of our task as a means of an introduction. We were tasked to explain the importance of measurements and why we need it.
Construction of buildings is a very important and integral part of architecture, and one that requires a lot of measurements. The weight of the structure being built, the strength of the foundation underneath it, and more are dependent on measurements.
Take this papaya for example. So I want to know how big this papaya is. First, we need to decide on what unit of measurement we have to use. For this scenario, let's use inches. An inch is a unit of length derived from the US imperial unit system. So if I want to know the height of this papaya, I use the measuring tape and start to measure it out. And then I can finally determine the size of this papaya. So we now know that this papaya is 11 inches in height.
Perhaps the best and most shining example of measurements in our daily lives is cooking. Cooking requires recipes, and recipes are full of measurements in order to create a good and satisfying result. Let's say you wanted to bake a chocolate cake. In this scenario, the recipe calls for 340 grams of unsalted butter. So, since gram is a measurement it's a unit of mass, we can use a weighing scale in order to determine the amount of grams in our butter. So at this point, we can keep adding and adding more butter or lessening and lessening until we get to our desired amount.